Hi, I'm Paul.
I'm Donovan.
I'm Andrew.
And we have a special guest who's trying to talk over me.
You don't get your turn.
You don't get a turn.
Oh, damn.
We have a special guest today for Magic the Blabbering.
Episode 11.
Episode 11. In case you didn't already know that, we have a special guest today. His name's Titus. No relation to the Roman general, I'm sure. Unless you are. I didn't really ask.
If I go back in my genealogy, it stops at Hitler.
Cool.
So,
Cool. Did you write that on your hand? Did you write that on your hand?
I did.
Don't talk about Hitler.
Is Travis Wu ever going to not catch shit about that?
Probably not. Probably not. Just like that dude who was taking pictures of people's butt cracks.
Oh
at
my
GPs.
god, but that was glorious.
That was hilarious.
That's
I mean, that was pretty good.
I totally
That was pretty
Snapchatted a butt crack to my girlfriend last afternoon.
That's so good.
The value.
I mean, at least he wore underwear, but it's still it wasn't covering.
Was it Eric? Because he does that all the time.
I don't even know.
You don't even butt crack, bro.
Like, I couldn't take my eyes off the crack.
It was just
It's
too
like-
enticing.
Yeah, like a big pair of tits has epic cleavage. This is just like...
The reverse.
Yeah, it just... Well, it looked like cleavage.
Well, you
but
know...
a little furrier.
You know, moons have pretty good gravitational pull.
Although, have you ever
Mic
seen...
drop.
Have
All right,
you ever
I'm
seen
done,
a
guys.
chick
I'll
with
see you
3
later.
boobs? Like, imagine double cleavage.
Ugh. Then that's just a butt, isn't it?
No, because you got a boob in the middle, so you got cleavage on this boob and cleavage on this boob.
Huh.
You have double cleavage.
Are we talking about boobs or butt cracks?
I guess
or
both.
You're killing me.
Anyway,
I'm partial.
we're getting off topic here.
We're here to talk about magic.
We're here to talk about magic, not boobs and stuff.
We'll save that for the next episode.
We're gonna make a special EDH episode where it's, every dick is horny. That's EDH.
What?
It doesn't have to be a state of being. It can be a physical
No,
existence.
it's a static.
It's
a static ability.
It has horns.
Yeah. Yeah.
We all have
that's-
to play a general with horns.
That's like
That's fine.
that's like a duck's.
Oh,
Yeah.
but if you had a
Yeah.
chode, you'd have to play Feldergriff.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Questing or
right.
just Feldergriff?
The legendary one.
Let's start with the GP results. And we're gonna pass it over to Andrew, who has been very much following that stuff.
Yeah.
I regretfully have not.
I've been following it to try and pinpoint what exactly is going to be banned. I still feel very strongly that Temple is going to catch the ban, just because
Temple over I?
a lot of people argue I, and I'm trying to look at this from Wizard's perspective, is the idea that you still want people to buy I if they're going to play Tron. Tron will still be a popular deck, meaning that the expeditions that they just literally just sent out in the ecosystem are not going to be for nothing. They're not going to be like $35 shinies that nobody really cares about, except if you're going to play colorless or Eldrazi strategies in Legacy or EDH.
I just feel like if you ban Temple, that takes Eldrazi out. The best deck in the format becomes Tron, overwhelmingly. Tron and Affinity, it's like exactly what people thought when they banned Splinter Twin. It was going to be Tron and Affinity. But then this Eldrazi deck came and it just wrecked all of that, because that deck is way too good for the format. So if you ban I, you hit 2 birds with 1 stone. Not only do you weaken the power of Tron, which is still going to be good without I, you also get rid of the Eldrazi deck.
Yeah, because I only helps them. It helps them search for a colorless creature.
You can go look for Wormcoil, Emrakul, Ulamog.
Yes, but at the cost of 7 mana, which they can get to pretty much first turn or third turn.
Yeah.
So if they have I, who are they searching for? That deck runs what? Ulamog?
Well,
No,
it
that doesn't
runs
run
Emmy.
it. It runs Emrakul.
Emrakul.
It runs Emrakul, so it effectively makes Emrakul cost 13,
Yeah.
which is not that easy to get to.
Well, the thing about it is, like, with Eye of Ugin, that deck has this amount of inevitability that none of the other decks in the format have, because your deck's all about finding lands. You find Eye, you can find all of your relevant spells.
Because you can go look for a colorless creature.
Yeah,
You can go
which is every creature in the deck,
Yeah,
Basically. Yeah.
So it hits Wormcoil, it Emrakul.
Ulamog.
It's Ulamog. Did they run Ulamog though?
Yes, they'll run one of
Yeah.
the new Ulamogs.
The new
Those are
Ulamog.
Because it exiles 2.
Yeah.
Which is fair.
Nulamog.
New Lamog. Which he costs 8. So that's still 2 turns away after they drop Eye.
Well,
Right?
yeah, but late game they could just do both.
Like-
I've seen them Eye and Emmy on the same turn.
Yeah.
But we're talking about like turns, 5, 6 for Tron?
Somewhere around there.
Dropping
5
Emrakul?
to 8, I would say.
Or
is
dropping
your-
dropping Ulamog? Turn 5 or 6. So if you're not doing anything, if you're playing like a respectively fast deck, like the only decks that really suffer against Tron are the slow decks, like the
fair
combo-y,
decks.
the fair decks. Yes, the casual. I don't want to say casual decks, but
No, because they cost about $2,000 a piece.
Yeah,
How
yeah.
are they casual?
What Tron does, in my perspective, is like I love to play control. It's one of my favorite things to do. But when there's a bunch of Tron decks running around that could just play a land and then have infinite creatures, you can't really control that. And on top of that, there's no good counter spells.
but you can control that.
It would require specific answers. Fulminator Mage, Ghost Quarter, Tech Edge.
Crumble.
Well,
it
I don't
does.
know if you've ghost
I mean-
quartered the Tron deck. It is not as effective as you would like.
Well, I'm talking more about like Crumble to Dust.
Well, I wasn't going
Like-
to say that, but we know what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Crumble to Dust is
yeah.
good.
I mean, Crumble to Dust literally destroys Tron.
Yes, that's true. You're correct.
Like takes them out of effectively all of their mana.
But when
with
you're
one fell swoop.
when you're building a ramp deck for any format, what is the biggest hindrance on that deck?
Land destruction.
Well, either that or not finding your payoff cards.
No gas.
Eye of
That's
Ugin effectively removes that half of the problem for the ramp deck,
Yeah, gives
which
it a
makes
tutor.
control even harder to play in a format that has no good counter spells or cantrips.
Yeah, because, I mean, if you remand threats, they're just going to cast them again and you're going to be fucked.
Yeah, no one wants to remand an Ulamog
No.
for obvious reasons. Because you get to exile 4 things.
Womp womp.
Pretty much, yeah. Okay, so I don't know if I care that much about Eye for it to have any effect on Tron whatsoever. I think Tron's basically as good as it's gonna get with the current
I
setup
mean,
right
they
now.
win games
they don't
without
run
Eye.
they don't
Yes.
run Temple, correct?
That is correct.
Mm-hmm.
They do not run Temple. So if you get rid of Temple, it effectively leaves Tron alone. And Tron's arguably super strong right now. It's arguably, but they get shut out by what? They get shut out by Eldrazi
And combo.
and combo.
Like, dedicated combos.
Yeah,
So-
because they
Eldrazi.
go off
Living
they go
Ends.
off 5 or 6. Combo goes off turn 4, turn 3 sometimes if you're lucky.
3, 4, 5 is the general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good spell.
So effectively, like if you're playing an aggro deck, like I would kill Tron like turns 3, 4 with just damage.
And then you also have to look at, so what is the bad part about the Eldrazi deck? So when they play Eye of Ugin, 3 Mimics, Untapped, Thought-Knot Seer.
Yeah.
So they could still go Eye, 3 Mimics, Creature, and then another thing. It doesn't, the triple Mimics, it's like, it's
Yeah.
okay when you're playing Affinity and you're getting 0-2 Ornithopters, but when you're getting these 2/2s that just get bigger and bigger and bigger, it's a
Alright.
lot different.
Let's put it this way. Okay. What in standard costs 3 mana, is blue, and gives all your colors creatures +1/+0? Ruination Guide.
Ruination Guide.
Okay. What happens if you leave Eye unbanned? You leave Eye unbanned. You drop 3 Mimics turn 1. You turn to Temple, or turn to Island, drop Ruination Guide. They all become, what, 3/2s?
Well, Ruination Guide is a 2/1, isn't he?
I think Ruination Guide is a 3/2.
If he's a 3/2, they become 3, and then they
all get
five,
plus
six.
1.
So they become
So-
4/2s.
So it's 2.
So 4, 8, 12
8,
damage.
12.
12 damage on turn 2.
Which is way too many.
That's way too much. Now, if you limit it to Temple, what are you doing turn 1? You're playing a guide. You're playing a Mimic.
Right.
You're playing next turn an Island Ruination Guide. You're swinging for 4.
Right.
Which is still respectable, but it's not broken. You're not. It's like there's a difference between 4 and 12.
I know. I've read all
Yeah.
the arguments. Trust
Yes,
me. I went over
like
this.
that is my main argument why AI needs to go. I don't care if Tron can abuse it. They can't abuse it until 5, 6.
Well, the biggest thing about you want to hit Tron too is because you can hate board against Affinity, like Hurkyl's Recall, stuff like that.
Right.
Like you have a board for Affinity. When you're playing against Tron, it's just like, well, if I stretch really far, I can play this Bribery, which I've done. I got to strip an Emmy from somebody. That was a good day.
Yeah, I mean, it's stuff like that. Like, it all comes down to sideboard against Tron. Tron is weak against most sideboards. Like they're weak to
Aussies,
Stony
Duress,
Silence.
Stony
Yeah,
Silence.
they're
Crumble-
just weak to stuff like that.
Crumble
And
to Dust is a very, very good addition for sideboards against Tron. If Tron got
yeah.
big, I would probably have to run one in ad nauseum.
I already run one.
You already run
Well,
one?
there you go.
Yeah.
I mean,
you're
I'm
also
just
running
saying.
the Bring to Light version.
I'm just saying, if you got rid of the only deck that would be effective would be Tron, and they would adapt.
Yeah.
There's plenty of cards out there that support their colorless strategy.
The idea behind not banning Eye simply is it cannot make mana unless you play an Urborg. Or,
Which is whatever.
yeah, so if you don't have Temple, you only have Eye, you're just putting out all these, 1/1, 2/2 endless ones, mimics, and stuff like that, and you play normal lands, you're much slower, meaning you're more susceptible to control or dying from infect or burn.
So you're saying that in combination with Eye, Temple makes it busted.
Yeah, unfortunately,
So if you got rid of Eye,
if you got rid
you
of
still
either,
have Temple, which is still fair.
Well, it's
yeah,
like...
either way, I still feel like it's fair because they both have disadvantages.
Okay.
Yes.
You play Eye Mimic. Or not Eye Mimic. You play Temple and Mimic. You get 2 mana off of your Temple, which is good. The Soul Lands are all good.
Right.
City of Traders, Ancient Tomb, they're all good. When you play Eye, 3 Mimics, I just made 6 mana. On the next turn, if you play 2 creatures, it just made 4 mana. Or however many mana it makes, it's way, way better.
Like, honestly, if you had a hand that was just Eye and 2 endless ones and 4 mimics, you'd keep that hand
Right.
and just swing in for a fuck ton next turn, no matter what you top deck.
I know the
those are
argument,
some nut
yeah.
draws, though. I mean, like,
And
That's
Eye's
true.
legendary.
that's
That's
like,
true.
I mean, that's
Like,
best
name
case
any
scenario.
other fucking, name any other deck that can say the exact same thing.
I mean, Infect's pretty good.
No, if you get, 2 Glistener Elves,
And I
Maybe
think
you just
we're-
miss one elf and then just groundswell them out of the game turn 2.
but you don't get land. You don't have any more lands.
If you only have one land, you're not expecting what's on top of your deck.
I also feel like we're missing the other half of the Eldrazi deck, which is just a good mid-range deck. Like, when you don't have the Mimic hands,
You
you're just
still
like,
play-
Thought Knot you,
You're still Reality Smashing on
Reality
turn 3.
Smasher you.
Some of them
Yeah,
play
still
Endbringer, some play World Breaker. I mean,
Yeah,
It's still, it's still a disgusting
Oh, I hate
disgusting curve.
my biggest pet peeve watching people play that deck, especially in the mirror, is where they're just like endless 1 for 2, and I'm like, no, you're so wrong there, because endless 1 is theoretically the biggest creature in your deck, which is how the decks, mid-range decks like that win, is having the biggest creature. So they're like endless 1 on 2, and then they go Thought Knot Seer, and it's completely irrelevant, wasted card.
I guess. No, I personally think that you can make this giant Eldrazi, and you just don't.
Yeah, but they're playing it on curve. They're playing it, for as tempo.
I mean, I guess I'd rather just drop Mimic, and then endless 1 for 6, and then
They're
swing
also
it.
getting it out of their hands, so it won't get thought knotted.
Oh, that's fair.
And then if it goes to the graveyard, they can bring it back.
Anti-thought sees
Mhm.
and
Maybe.
there's that pivotal point where a mid-range deck starts to play 2 spells a turn where they start winning the game or getting more advantage. So the idea would be to, cast both those guys in the same turn, then you have 6 power on board, whereas you would have 6 power on board anyway. But now it's in 2 different sources, and one removes a card from their hand.
Okay, I guess you
Just-
can make an argument for it.
There's so many different
But I
arguments. we can-
still feel like, I mean, I am gonna cut this short because we've been on this for a while.
Like 4 episodes.
Yeah, seriously, we've been talking. It's the stupid Eldrazi winner that's driving us all nuts. Okay,
Not me.
Well, I don't know if we can go that far.
But
That's
frankly,
a bit of a stretch.
I personally think that it's going to be I've said it since
It
the
probably
beginning.
will be.
But if it's Temple, I mean, there's going to be a ton of people throwing fits because it's effectively changed nothing.
Yeah.
In the next unset, they'll they'll publish Wink of Ugin, and it'll only make Eldrazi cost 1 less.
There you go.
And it won't be banned.
There you go. It's hard. Yeah.
And the set's going to be called Unfair, by the way. You can.
By the way,
Well,
honestly,
unfair.
if they get rid of I, play Heartless Summoning and quit your bitching.
Oh, that's what it originally started out was. It was
Yeah.
just like a deck to try and abuse Heartless Summoning along with Eye of Ugin, and then they started playing Eldrazi Temple. They started playing Llanowar Wastes and Urborg to try and make black mana. Play Thoughtseize, Worldbreaker.
And honestly, that deck was sort of fair.
That was more fair than the
The
colorless
current
builds,
one, yes.
or even the red-blue builds, which played
Mhm.
Simian Spirit Guides so they could chalice on one turn one and shut
Get
off.
fucked everyone else.
Yeah, shut off Affinity, shut off all the cantrips,
Shut off
Thoughtseize,
Infect.
Infect, Boggles,
Yep.
shut off fucking everything.
All right.
Even kills half the ad nauseum combo.
What's this B
Yeah.
plus R prediction? Black red?
No, that's ban restricted list
Ban
predictions.
restricted?
I feel like nothing's going to change in the restriction or unrestriction of anything in Vintage and Legacy.
Yeah.
And we'll probably, obviously, we talked about the Modern.
Yeah, because Eldrazi's Legacy's the only place Eldrazi hasn't broken.
And
Sort of.
Okay, can we talk about #ban Deadeye Navigator?
Nah. Deadeye's fine.
In EDH.
Deadeye's fine.
We're going to save that for the next
Like,
episode.
as somebody who abuses Doomsday Combo on a regular basis, I feel like I'd ban Deadeye before I banned that. That might be some bias.
I would have banned Deadeye before I banned Prophet.
Well, Prophet's banned.
I know.
The card is gone.
Well, there you go. So Deadeye's never going to get banned.
It needs to get banned, though.
No, it's not going to.
Although it took way too long to ban Prophet.
All right. What do you say we jump right into the top 5, boys? Because
Yeah.
this always takes like an hour.
That's fine.
This is the best thing.
It is the best. All right, so I'll go ahead and start off. We'll start with my number 5. A lot of people would probably argue that this should be higher on my list, but my number 5 is Ugin, the Spirit Dragon. What's not to love about this dude? 8 mana.
Flavor.
I mean, I don't love that he's 8, but he's worth every bit of 8. Like,
I mean, him and Nicol Bolas, they literally were the antithesis of each other
Yeah.
in the Elder Dragon War.
Yeah.
So they both cost 8. I can see it.
yeah, no, it's good for flavor.
And his
I'm just saying,
ultimate's
I
the
wish-
exact opposite of Nicol Bolas.
Well,
Yeah, it is.
Nicol
Well-
Bolas deals 9 damage,
It's
9
7.
damage.
It's 7.
7.
It does 7, 7,
Sack.
7.
Stack 7, deal 7.
It's -9 though. Is
I
what it is.
I
No,
still
that's
think
what it
the
is.
flavor on Nicol Bolas, he should do 6 and 6 and 6, but that's just me.
He's not a demon, he's a dragon. So
No,
he's
he's a
bigger.
dragon.
He's bigger than demons.
He's one bigger than the demons. Anyway, so yeah, he +1, he bolts, -X, he just completely wipes the field of all colored things, which is amazing.
Been there
and
and
his
done that.
ultimate is it's gain 7, draw 7, play 7 permanents. It's pretty good. It's not pretty good. It is good. It's very good. And the thing about Ugin is, if you get Ugin on the field, it is 100% possible to ultimate him.
Oh, yeah.
There's not a whole lot of planeswalkers that you could say that about. Especially
Oh, yeah.
in whenever he was in standard, you could ultimate Ugin fairly easily in
yes.
standard.
It's definitely not Domri.
You try to say the same, you try to say the same thing about any of the planeswalkers minus Gideon in the current standard right now.
Right.
It's like the ults are sort of unattainable.
What about the Gideon that just ults as soon as it comes out?
That's what I said. Besides Gideon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So anyway, number 4, Dax Faden. He's my homie.
Greatest thief in the multiverse,
He
baby.
is the greatest thief in the
Oh,
world.
yeah.
Except for that part where he got caught and got his hand sprayed with some shit that he can't get off now.
I mean,
Now he's got to wear a glove for the rest of his life. so
he's
people don't
basically
know.
Batman, only Planeswalker.
Yeah, there you go.
What?
Yeah.
Dax Faden.
Like, it's either him or Soren. Like,
Who is Harvey Dent?
That was a really bad Batman.
I can't do.
No, stop.
I can't
Just-
do it.
No,
No.
can't do it. No.
I give up.
Yeah.
Anyway, Dax Faden, +1, loot 2. Which, if you guys don't know what loot is, it's draw 2, discard 2.
Mm-hmm.
Is minus, what is it, -X? Or is it -2?
-2.
I think it's -2.
Steal an
Steal
artifact.
an artifact.
Yeah.
Seems good. I mean,
that's probably my favorite.
My favorite use of him so far has been in a Grixis Tesserator build that I saw Joe Lissette playing,
Mhm.
and he was playing fucking Thopter Foundry combo with Sword of the Meek
Oh,
with
yeah.
Dak Faden to steal other people's shit and then turn it into dudes and attack him with it. It was beautiful.
I mean, yeah, I've seen him ultimate once with the Planeswalker Teferi and EDH.
Yep.
So he targeted other people's permanents with Teferi's -1 to steal 4 things and untap them.
Yep.
He was stealing people's lands.
Dirty.
I feel like Dak is just so much fun to play. Like, no matter what you're doing with it. Like, I like to steal other people's things. So I like to play EDH. I play a deck that's all about stealing things. So I like to turn lands, into artifacts and then steal them from people. To
Right.
make them feel very sad. I like land destruction. So I just steal your lands.
So you're just the worst person ever.
Yeah.
I have mass LD spells in 3 of my 5 EDH decks.
Well, there you go.
So yes.
So awful.
I will
person.
accept this.
Speaking of awful person, my number 3, Soren Markov, aka the Get Fucked.
Take you
He's
to
pretty.
10.
He was pretty tame in like standard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He was even used as like life gain.
Mm-hmm.
His minus was like, I'm at like 2. I'm gonna play
Yeah.
Soren. I'm gonna
Soren,
go back to
I'm
10.
back to 10. Gain
Yeah.
8.
I mean, yeah, but in EDH he's just dumb.
Yeah,
Like, the
because
speed
it's
at
like
which he
minus
drops.
30,
Yeah.
you know?
It's like
choose target player to not win this game.
basically, it's basically just like, and if you multi-activate him, like with all those mono black and take extra turn spells,
Temporal extortion.
there
You got one.
you got one. Or you can like chain veil him. Chain veil him would be hilarious.
My brother he plays this black deck under Sidisi Undead Vizier, and he gets a lot of mana to play with Crypt Ghasts and mana doublers or whatever. And I've seen him cast Soren somebody, and Soren's Vengeance them, and I'm just like, flavor victory.
Got him.
God,
So yeah,
that's
Soren.
horrible.
Honestly, I don't even know what the plus on Soren does. I just know he just comes in and says, "Hey, get fucked."
I think it drains for 2.
Yep.
Does it?
Seems
Does it?
good.
That's pretty good. I
It's
don't even know what his ultimate does.
I have never seen him ult. So
I've
I
never
have
seen
no
him ult, so we're
idea.
just gonna skip that part. He takes someone to 10. That's all you need to know. About
I feel like that should be the ultimate.
honestly,
It should
No,
be.
I feel like if it was an ultimate that he could do instantly, sure.
Or a plus.
Or
You know, like
yeah,
plus 5. Your
Plus
life is
5,
10.
your life
that
is
seems
10.
fair.
his ultimate could be your life is 1, and then he hits you for 1.
Oh no, he takes you to 10, and then you gain the difference in life.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of like the new Soren. You whip the top of your
We'll
library.
get to him. We'll get to the new Soren. He's disgusting good.
Oh yeah.
Pretty good.
All right, so my number 2, of course, I had to put Elspeth somewhere on here. So I had to pick my favorite Elspeth, Jumpspeth, Elspeth Knight Errant. There's a little dash in there. Her +1 is make a dude, 1/1 soldier. Her +1 is target creature gets +3/+3,
And flying.
flying and vigilance. No, not
No,
vigilance.
just flying.
Just flying.
Just
So
flying.
+3/+3 and flying.
Which seems okay.
No, that's why she's called Jumpspeth.
Yeah.
Because she
Mighty
literally
leaps.
turns any creature. She mighty leaps every creature that is on your field
That seems fine too.
for a plus. That's the best part.
Her and
her plus.
Ajani are best friends.
No, her and the new Planeswalker are best friends.
Which new Planeswalker?
The
There are several.
Arlani or
Arlen?
Arlen.
Arlen.
Her
I don't
plus.
know, 'cause
her
Ajani
plus
gives
gives
them
+2
double
and +2
strike.
haste and vigilance. Ugh. But we'll also get to her.
Double strike.
Yes, Jumpspeth. I don't remember what her ultimate is. I think it's the board wipe
Is it the
one.
board wipe?
-8, you
Yeah.
get an emblem
Yeah,
with
emblem.
artifacts, creatures, enchantments, and lands you control have indestructible.
Yeah.
That's all right. Oh my goodness! You pair that with Joggle Hops, you're having a good day, and no one else is.
That's horrible.
Yeah, so my number 1, I think this goes without surprise. Koth of the Hammer.
Hammer
Big
time.
Daddy Hammer.
I'm surprised.
No, I'm not. I don't know why you would be.
I mean, what is Koth good in? Scred?
Everything.
Oh.
Mono red. He's
Oh.
disgusting in
Oh,
mono
wait.
red. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but Scred is bad.
No, it's not.
The deck Scred?
No, it's not.
Okay, it takes a special kind of metagame for Scred to be absolutely effective. It's like playing Burn on handicap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's awesome against creature decks.
It's like
Terrible against combo.
Burns' downy cousin.
No, I tried. The reason that I tried Scred and it didn't work is because everyone's playing combo now because
You were
of
also
the
playing
format.
when Twin was still in the format.
Exactly. I was playing against just combo deck after combo deck after combo deck, and Scred is terrible against
I
combo
fondly
decks.
remember you.
You
being,
fucking put me up against any Abzan, you put me up against any Jund match, I'm destroying those
Yeah, you
motherfuckers.
just like turn all their lands into mountains. Blood moon the crap out of them.
Yeah, I blood moon them. Hell, fuck yeah.
How many
Always.
matches did we play?
Yeah, I tried every trick that I could think of, and I beat you like 1 out of 10 times.
He made me play ad nauseum 10 times in a row.
He made you play ad nauseum.
Yeah, until he was sick of it, because I still wanted to play.
To ad nauseum.
And he was like,
He
"I've
was
got to
having-
figure out how to beat
Although-
combo." And I'm just
I was
like,
at
There was nothing. I tried every sideboard trick I could think of. I tried putting in guttural responses. Nothing. Nothing did anything.
I was playing at a GP in Indiana last year, and I was playing at Nausea, and the guy across from me plays Snow Covered Mountain, and I know he's on Scred. Like, no other deck is just going to leave on Snow Covered Mountain. So I play my fetch land, and I fetch, and I pull a Hollow Fountain into play, because I'm stupid.
Yeah, you are.
And then I lost that game to Blood Moon.
Yep. You should know better.
Like, I made the conscious, I was like, okay, I know what he's on.
Scred.
Go get basic.
nope.
Nope, didn't do it.
It's like, I really need that blue-white.
I do.
Really need it.
It was close, too.
Apparently you needed that red.
It was close too. Like by the time I got like 3 Pentad Prisms into play on 1, I could almost go off. And then he resolved like one of the 4 relevant spells that are in that deck.
Against combo?
Shatterstorm.
4 or 8. No,
Against combo, yeah, there's like 4 spells.
Cough and the Dragon.
Okay.
Storm
That's
Breath,
it.
yeah.
Seems okay.
Storm Breath is awesome against white decks, just
I love
FYI.
playing against Blood Moon because I'm like,
Good fuck path.
I'll play a watery mountain.
Water
And I'll play,
Mountain.
I'll play a polluted mountain, and whoever I'm playing against is just
Alright, Donovan, hit us with your best shot.
All right, number 5, Karn liberated.
Ooh, good one.
Yeah, I love Karn only because I played so much of the Tempest block, and then seeing him, like become a planeswalker, super flavorful. Plus, he's the only planeswalker that resets the game.
Yeah.
That's pretty fucking cool.
His ultimate is pretty disgusting.
he's
Yeah.
also got Venser and Urza's Spark inside of him.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
he's 2 of badass planeswalkers put together.
Yeah, not too many people can take 2 men inside him.
Yeah, I feel like
Oh,
Number
he's
4.
also- it's also like if you want to restart the game, you've got that and Sharazad.
yeah, pretty much. Plus, he's an artifact, so that's super good.
The
he used to be an
regular
artifact.
Karn is an artifact.
yeah,
Yeah.
he used to be an artifact.
Now he's a
That's
planeswalker.
Now he's like Planeswalker God that created his own planet.
Yeah.
Well, so
Mary
did Sarah back when planeswalkers were
Gods.
Like, yeah. Oh, I'm bored with this place. I'm gonna go make
Yeah.
a new one.
They're basically gods.
Well,
Let's be
not
fair.
anymore.
Well, they're still basically gods.
Some
They're
some
wizards
are.
that can
Motherfucker,
teleport.
reverse time. Alright?
Okay, I have a flavor question. So, theoretically, every spell you cast, some wizard's supposed to know that. Which kind of wizard out there knows Dredmor and just zapping planeswalkers down? Like, when is this happening?
I feel like that's the only relevant spell you need to know in the multiverse is fucking Dredmor. Dredmor
It's
everything.
like Elspeth's like, here, I'm here to fuck up your day. You just go,
Dredmor.
tap a black and a red, kill your ass.
Or you can just be like, oh yeah, I'm in Orzhov, so I'm going to utter end everything.
or
Vindicate.
even better, Anguished Unmaking that just came out. And it shows Soren
Keeping
totally
it relevant.
Yeah.
totally fucking murking off Avacyn.
That's
Which-
what we call a
which-
segue, except you're
Well,
segueing too soon.
Guys, we'll get to the spoilers. I know
They're
you're
so
itching.
good. They're
I
so
know you're
good.
itching.
They're so good.
All right, number 4, Sarkhan Unbroken. Super great. He's in Teamer colors, but he makes mana of any color for dragons, plus draws you cards. And when you ultimate him, you win at life. Number 3.
Is that the text?
That's basically the skibby
The,
of
the
it.
I
text
guess we're
says
not gonna,
win.
we're not gonna
Like,
talk about how he went back in time, fucked everything up, all over a woman who then ended up not loving him because she didn't know who he was because he fucked with time.
But let's be fair, he came out on top on that exchange though.
Because
Yeah.
he came like half man, half dragon.
Yeah,
he
yeah.
came out on top.
Now he's got like scaly arms.
Yep.
And,
I guess that's okay.
He poops out dragons, dude.
That's
yeah,
fine.
man.
yeah.
I guess.
He's fine.
But
Number
he did turn Narset into a planeswalker.
And he
so-
killed Tasker.
Yeah, he totally murdered him.
Yep.
It's fine.
That bastard.
It made
Yep.
Slumgar worse.
The point is, dragons are awesome.
They
He's the
did.
best dragons planeswalker. Like, he's just
Yeah.
dragons. Number 3, Ajani Vengeant. There's so many Ajanis, but this one's in Boros colors, so
Oh,
He
that's
was-
the
he was-
lightning
Yeah.
helix. Lightning
Yeah.
helix on a stick. Yeah.
And it blows up lands.
Yeah.
all
He
of
was
the
big when he was
exile
released in
all the
Standard.
opponent's lands.
Oh yeah.
Boom. Number 2, the only planeswalker with 2+1s, Garruk Apex Predator.
+1, make a beast, right? With death touch? Or is that his minus?
No, it's +1. You make a beast with
Plus
death
one,
touch.
make a 3/3 beast
And
with
I think the
death touch.
other
And the other
plus one
one is
is
destroy a planeswalker.
Yeah.
The fucking flavor on that card is great.
I feel like if we just take raw power levels, that's one of the most powerful planeswalkers they've ever printed.
Yeah.
Well,
Minus-
Karn effectively does the same thing, but not for a goddamn plus.
No.
I mean, Nicol Bolas, you know.
Nicol Bolas does
But I'm
it
talking
too.
like the most objectively powerful. Like make a 3/3 that has death touch, and destroy planeswalkers. Like you're feeling good.
Way to go, Donovan.
Anyways, his -3, destroy target creature, you gain life equal to its toughness. And it's -8, target opponent gets an emblem. Whenever a creature attacks you, it gets +5/5 and trample.
Yep.
Until end of
That
turn.
seems okay, right? It's
Honestly,
like-
there's not a format.
That's like double
I mean,
override.
let's be fair. Like when he was in standard, he didn't see any play. Like he saw very,
Unfortunately,
very
he
small.
was overshadowed by
Yeah.
mono blob
Ugin.
devotion.
Mono Ugin.
And-
and then Ugin came out, and then it's just like, Garruk who?
Yeah, I
yeah,
mean,
yeah. You could never get to 7 because there was too much control deck.
There's too much Ugin.
flavor-wise, he actually killed a planeswalker who came from Innistrad. I can't remember the guy's name. Starts with a V. He came from Innistrad. He was mauled by children werewolves, and he planeswalked away when he found out he had murdered a whole bunch of children that were werewolves.
Oh, you're talking about the mask?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
went to Esper, and the Vidalcan Aether Mages there, they made him a mask and fixed his face and all that shit, and then sent him on a quest to go find out who was murdering all these planeswalkers. Well, he ended up tracking Garruk down to this forest and lost his face
Mm-hmm.
to
Huh.
a giant axe.
Cool.
Garruk is
Not
a
even
badass.
magic. He literally just
just axed
Just-
him.
Axed him.
flopped his
Where-
face off.
Where'd my face go?
Utter ended his face.
Where did my
Yep.
face go? Anyway.
Number one.
Numero uno.
Numero.
Nyssa Sage Animist draws cards.
Yep.
It's,
I mean,
Honestly,
it's green.
like,
she draws cards.
that's
like,
the flippy Nyssa, right?
yeah.
Yeah, the flippy Nyssa that
Tutor-
flips when you have
tutors
7.
lands.
flippiness.
The flippy Nyssa, yeah. That's what I'm calling all the...
She
the,
ramps and she draws you cards. Like
Well,
in green,
like,
you get to draw cards
yeah.
in green.
Like, her +1, like, her minus is arguably awful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make a 4/4 legendary. Like, what the fuck's the point?
It's
She gets
for
to-
flavor.
she
I
gets
feel
to
like I'm
ride
playing
it.
that Selesnya general.
They
that
just
makes
wanted-
the legendary wolf guy.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
just wanted to have a
Wolf
reason to
Wolf
make that
Smear,
fucking
yes.
thing.
Yeah, -2.
Doge.
Look at my cool token collection.
Yeah, I know, right? Like,
Seems fair.
no reason.
-7, untap 6 target lands. They become 6/6 elemental creatures.
Nessa Ravine is better.
I like,
Yeah,
World,
no,
I like
I mean-
Worldwaker too.
No, I mean,
Worldwaker's-
but here's the thing. Nessa Ravine is no +1 draw card or ramp. Like,
yeah,
Right.
it's all elves.
Yeah,
she
that-
lets
yeah.
the elves do the work
That
for her.
Nyssa lets you do the best objective thing to do in Magic and draw cards. Like you cannot do anything better in the entire game
Yeah.
than draw cards.
Well,
I mean, you could win,
well,
but draw cards.
I mean,
Draw cards is first.
drawing
winning
cards.
is second.
Drawing cards is. I mean, there's a reason Blue is champion. Is world, champion of
It's
Magic.
because when you're trading resources,
Yep.
like Magic
Yeah.
is a game about resources. Your cards are your resources. Drawing cards is the best thing you can do.
Or it's a game about teabagging your opponent with 5-color dragons.
That
and
too.
Armageddon.
Sarkhan rules.
No Armageddon. Shut your mouth.
Armageddon.
All right. And
Andrew, top 5,
Andrew
go.
Duff, I'd go.
All right, number 5, Tamio, the Moon Sage.
I love her.
The flavor. And not only that, but her fucking ultimate is amazing.
I'd pee in her butt.
The flavor of the moon sage,
What?
obviously cheese.
What? Can we talk about
Cheese,
this for a
No.
second?
cheese or fried rice, because she does come from Kamigawa.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah.
But
No,
her
wait.
ultimate,
You can't have both.
The moon's made of cheese.
Is it?
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
made of cheese.
Was it scientifically proven?
From Munda.
Oh, from under.
Wait, if we go from like,
Tamio, the Fremunda Sage.
are you sure it's not? Are you sure it's not like Havarti or Gouda?
No, it's from under.
Yeah, it's not. There's nothing good about that mage.
The cheese from under.
Anyways, she's just good. Taps down stuff for an entire turn with a plus. Draw cards for a number of tapped creatures.
Now she like previously I mentioned that you barely ever see like Planeswalker Ultimate besides like Ugin.
Mm-hmm.
You see Tamio
Yeah, because
Ultimate quite a bit.
because she's when
one of
she
those
hits
few
the board,
Planeswalkers
she's
that gets
not-
protected.
Yeah, she protects herself, pseudo protection by
Yeah.
tapping stuff down, and she's also not a serious threat. She doesn't generate that much value when she hits the field, and so she's not very high on like the threat scale
Until
until
2 or 3 activations
Yeah,
later.
oh man, everything goes to my graveyard, turns my hand. Well, I guess time starts casting all these spells.
Everything has buyback for
Yeah.
0.
seems good.
I mean, she is a 5-drop, takes two blue, and it takes 4 turns to ultimate her. So
But can we talk
And-
about that synergy with Rewind?
Yeah.
Like counter every spell you play for the rest of the game.
Yep.
Oh, that's
Let's go.
Nope.
Nope.
Untap.
Nope.
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 Untap.
Nope.
See, the
Nope.
synergy
No.
with the new Nahiri. There you go.
You can't make her good. You can't make her good.
Yes,
No.
you can.
No.
Tamio,
New Nahiri.
and the new Nahiri,
The
red, white, and
Harbinger.
blue.
I mean, you could almost make the old Nahiri good.
Yeah.
Almost.
She
You
was
could try.
She was okay in white, no doubt.
I remember playing against my friend Paul over here. He gets her to 10, ready to alter, and I play my Dragon Lord Silumgar, steal it, get the ult, give him his Planeswalker back into his graveyard.
And I still won that game, just FYI.
Oh!
That's beside the point. I
Because
got to ult your
You can't
Planeswalker.
deal with the Myria in Catherine's Crusade, apparently.
No, not in black and blue. You are correct.
If only Slumgar stole enchantments. Oh,
Poor design,
I mean,
wizards.
I know.
Poor
right?
design. Why
Anyway.
did it just say steal target permanent?
Keep going, Andrew.
Narset, Transcendent. Love the flavor. Big fan of Asian girls.
Plus, I love.
We're just gonna throw that out.
She's
there.
an amazing card anyway.
Yeah, no. She was an amazing character in the story, and then her creature form was kind of subpar until
This isn't even my final form.
a true story.
Yeah.
We're gonna say that of a lot of cards.
Yeah.
But
There's gonna be a lot of spoilers with that.
she didn't make a big impact in standard, and she didn't really get to shine until people started using her in EDH because you could just cast Narset, and then you would attack, flip the 4 cards at your top of your library, take extra turns, Armageddon for free.
Oh yeah,
all this other
she's
stuff.
absolutely busted in Commander.
And then in the storyline, Sarkin goes back in time to not only save Ugin because he's being haunted by Ugin's spirit, but he also goes back in time to bring dragons back to the plane of Tarkir because he's in love with dragons for some reason, but he's also in love with her, and so he wants her to see dragons. Well, he brings dragons back, and she doesn't even know who the fuck he is, and then she gets pissed and planes walks away, and so he's just left there with scaly arms and dragons everywhere, and just starts beating himself off with his dragon hands, I guess.
Well, I mean,
sure.
if,
With
that-
they're-
with that
if
bane
his
fire.
hands are dragon scales, like it,
Yeah,
I don't know. That might just hurt.
maybe he's got a.
Maybe you
I
got
don't know
dragon
if
penis.
I don't know if you've ever had.
I wasn't gonna say it,
Breathes
but
fire.
I wonder if it's like a cat dick that's like barbed.
that's kind of gross.
Yeah, that's.
It might have a mouth on it, be like an alien. It's got a second mouth.
Oh, like
We
that
don't-
horror movie
we don't have-
Teeth.
That's
We're
We're not going to talk about
We're
that.
apparently not
what's,
talking about
what's
Narset.
Narset do? Like, why is she even?
oh, why
Plus
she's-
one,
yeah.
reveal the top card of your library. Or no, it's look at the top card of your library. If it's a non-creature, non-land, reveal and put in your hand.
Yes.
And then her -2 or -3 is instant or sorcery
The
gets
next
rebound.
instant or sorcery you cast gets rebound.
And then -8,
Nine. Yeah.
opponents get a emblem that says you can't cast non-creature spells.
Pretty powerful.
So she,
Blowout.
so she's a 6 loyalty for only 4 mana. That's
That's
a
value.
that's
No, that's very
crazy
good.
ex-girlfriend material.
Yeah, that's
That
pretty
much
strong.
loyalty is
yeah,
too cheap.
that's- Yeah.
Oh my goodness. God.
So, anyways, number 3, old Jace,
Which one?
Mind
the
Sculptor.
Mac Daddy.
Yeah.
Fair enough. You kind of have to be clear. There's so many goddamn Jaces out right now.
I feel like when Sarkin fucked with the timeline, he generated like an extra 4 or 5 Jaces
Yeah.
due to paradoxes.
And then what happened was like all the Jaces, they all split from one Jace, but then they all like merge together when the timeline goes by. So they all like really end up shit.
Yeah, but
then they get better.
But I still feel like there are 2 good Jaces, Vryn's Prodigy and the Mind Sculptor, and then Jace Bellerin's in the other room, like having a circle jerk, and that's how that goes.
Yeah, maybe.
So like the timeline gets fixed, all the Jaces get combined, and his final form is a new leather jacket.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
By our powers combined, we have exactly $30 for this leather jacket.
Hey, it works for Tom Ross.
God damn it!
Okay.
They worked all summer for that jacket.
And the hilarious thing is, in the latest stories released, when he goes to talk to Liliana to ask her for help, she makes a comment about his nice leather jacket.
They
Yeah.
talk about the jacket
Oh,
for
yeah.
like 3 paragraphs.
They do.
They talk about that jacket.
Oh, my favorite is when like
But he's in disguise.
he's like in disguise.
He's wearing a jacket.
It's
He's
it's
moved
like
eyes,
a
and he's still
Superman
wearing his-
complex. He's still wearing the hood and everything.
Yeah, the hood. And have you seen what was it, cardboard crack or something like
Yes.
that? It's got him there. It's like, why haven't you taken it off? He's like, wizards won't let me.
True story.
It is true. True story.
So, anyways, Mind Sculptor is fucking ridiculous.
I mean, at this point, I don't even think you need to explain what he does. Like,
Well, we should do it for posterity.
Everyone should know what Jason Mind Sculptor
Well,
does.
let's imagine some little baby magicers who have never
okay.
seen the legacy format.
Yeah.
What's his +1 do?
Plus
Fate
2.
Seal, target player.
Yeah, you
So
look at the top card.
you may put it on the bottom.
All right.
0, Brainstorm. Draw 3 cards, put 2 back.
Yep.
-1 is
Two, I believe.
Minus
Is
one.
Minus one.
Minus
-1 is bounce a
Bounce
creature.
creature.
And then
And minus 12,
12 is
you exile their library.
and their hand becomes their library.
Yep.
Seems fair.
Oh, yeah.
Seems
No.
real fair.
Just takes 9. No, only. Oh damn, that's stupid.
It's,
But
see?
here's
It
the
takes
problem.
5 turns to
Here's
get
the
there.
problem.
5.
It used to be back when Jace was first released and started getting used. People were trying to ult him because it's dumb and it's basically instant win. Okay,
It's
but
like, here, have this
now,
inverter of truth.
now he sees ridiculous amounts of play in Legacy because Brainstorm on a goddamn stick.
And Fate Seal. Once you've got the lock, especially in Miracles, you can just start controlling their draws to where they
Draw
blank.
land. Draw
Yeah,
land.
So it's
Draw
like
land.
when you're playing Miracles, your opponent will very often get to like a 1-outer or a 2-outer. So you look at their library, and if it's not one or two of those 2 cards, you put it on the bottom. So basically, they have to have runner to get a chance, and then they get it, they cast it, and you just go Force of Will.
Or you go counterbalance.
Respond top.
Get
Top.
back. Get back.
Counterbalance trigger.
Counterbalance.
Get fucked. And then I'm gonna top again and put it back under.
Oh,
and I'm
yeah.
gonna miracle this and treat the angels.
So anyway, I will say I don't think he's worth the price tag.
Well, he's not very bad anymore. He's like
He's-
80-ish.
What, really? You went down that
Yeah.
much?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Are you
he's-
talking about the dual deck
He's
one? Or the-
on par with.
I'm talking about
Vryn's
the
Prodigy.
actual.
No, it's like $100, and the anthology one is like
80-ish, 85
120.
or.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. He was because at one point he was pushing like what 400.
Yeah, my friend.
he was like Goif level.
Yeah,
Mikey had a foil one, and that thing was sitting at almost $1,000 at one point.
I would have
Jesus,
sold
I
the
would've been
shit
off
out of
that.
that.
Yeah, he didn't sell it until it was like $300.
What a dumbass.
What a dumbass.
Anyway, go ahead.
So that's only your number 3. What's better than that?
Liliana the Veil. She's the Black
agree.
Jace.
Also,
Not
if she
racist.
doesn't get re-released in Eternal Masters, I'm gonna throw a bitch fit.
I feel like they're both. I feel like they're both going to catch the reprint. Just
I hope they do.
God, but that you've got to be afraid of that limited format though, because you've already revealed Force of Will and Wasteland.
No,
so
you don't need to be afraid of that because that sounds like the kind of
they'll,
format I
they'll
want
be
fucking
mythic
play.
level prints, is what I'm thinking.
Yes.
So
yeah, but it just feels like it could really be end up lopsided if you're like, oh, Force of Will, Wasteland. Oh, I also pulled this Lily. Fuck you.
well, then you're just going to have a bad time. You need to draft better. Get good.
Yeah,
Okay.
get good, mate.
To be fair, if they pass you Force, Wasteland, Lily, there's something wrong with those fuckers.
Yeah,
I mean, that could be your 3 packs, though.
it's
That
not
could
my
be-
colors.
It's not my
It's not
colors.
Vines of Vastwood.
It's not mine's best one. I'd pass him.
See?
Hey, I passed the Ulamog, man.
Yeah, I know. That's fucking hilarious.
Well, you might not ever get to Ulamog,
So-
but you'll get to Wasteland, I promise.
So anyway, Lily of the Veil, she costs 3, 2 black, 1 colorless.
Plus
Or
1.
plus
Everybody
one-
discards a card.
Plus 1, everyone discards.
-2. Target player sacks creature or target opponent.
Target opponent.
And then -6 is you basically factor fiction their shit away.
Yep.
It's bad.
It basically, you separate everything that
Into
your
2
opponent
piles,
poses
and
into 2 piles.
They choose a
one.
pile and they sacrifice that pile.
Yeah.
I was watching.
It's pretty good if you have it that betrays on the field. Just
I
saying.
imagine.
I was watching somebody play Lantern Control against some kind of black value list with Lily. They ult Lily and they split the pile ensnaring bridge every other permanent. Because the ensnaring bridge was keeping him alive. He kept the ensnaring bridge and drew back to win.
No.
It was glorious.
It's really hard to get.
You know what that
away
guy's
from the
problem
thing.
was? He wasn't playing green for that abrupt decay.
No, he wasn't.
Man.
He
Number
wasn't
1.
playing Scour from Existence to exile it.
Oh, digging
Get
deep.
fucked.
Digging deep.
Hey, you got enough mana.
So number 1 is the most, well, I wouldn't say, like, story-wise, he's the most powerful planeswalker in the multiverse.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. Nicol Bolas. Nicol Bolas is Grixis colors. He starts at 6 loyalty, I think. 6 or 7, somewhere around there.
5.
5. And he's got a +3,
Yeah.
a -3,
2.
-2, and then a -9.
Yeah.
The +3 is destroy target non-creature permanent.
Yep.
Yeah.
Seems good.
-2 is gain control of target creature permanently. So you just
Yep.
Forever.
It's mine now.
and then -9 is it
7 damage.
target opponent?
Target player.
Target player deals
So
deal
you
7
can charge, you can
damage.
charge yourself?
Yeah, 7
Oh, yeah.
damage, discard 7 cards, sacrifice
I
7.
wonder if anyone's
opponents.
ever done that. Target themselves with
With an
the
ultimate.
nickel- with an ultimate. I mean, let's
I
be
mean,
fair.
I feel like that's just. I don't know.
Because nowadays Magic kind of dumbs things down.
Right.
To where it's like says target opponent. We don't want you accidentally targeting yourself.
Right.
Or
Even-
no, I got it. It says target player, so you reiterate it. You reiterate the Nicol Bolas. Reiterate is the 1 red, 1 colorless. Change the target of target spell or ability.
Reiterate is the copy with buyback.
Yeah.
Yeah, that, not reiterate.
You're talking about rebound?
No,
Or-
it's retrace. No, not retrace.
There are several that do it.
Yeah, but there's one that says change the target of ability, so you could be like, I'm going to target you with Nicol.
Oh, that's fair.
I know, because
And then-
I went to Helm of Obedience and Rest in Peace somebody, and for you people who don't play formats like that, if you put these 2 cards together and activate it targeting somebody, you exile their library. And I got it recoiled, I think. No, recoil's a bounce spell. I got it targeted, rebounded at me, and it killed me, and I was sad.
Yeah, that seems fair.
Redirect.
Redirect.
Seems,
Thank you.
Seems fair.
Yes.
There's also a
yeah.
blue one that does spells, and you can exile a blue card out of your hand. Misdirection.
Yep.
Titus, you got top 5?
I got a top 5. We've already talked about all 5 of these. We've got Dak Faden at the number 5 spot. We've already talked about that. I really like the ability to steal things.
She loves the DAC.
It was actually a reroute.
Reroute.
It's a red one. Because here's the best part of it. It lets you draw a card afterwards.
I love drawing
Cantrip.
cards. Nothing I can
It's a
learn.
cantrip. That changes the target.
Then we've got Eugene.
Eugen.
Because not only is the +1 good and the ult completely conceivable to do, that negative can be so lopsided.
Yep. Especially if you're playing Tron.
I have Karn as my number 3. He is so good at controlling the board, and you can get cards out of their hand. And I've already talked about how cards are the most important part of the game.
Here's the best part about Karn. He exiles lands. That's just so good.
Well, yeah,
He
and then
can exile.
If
lands.
worse comes to worse, you get a bunch of fatties out of your hand, and you ult him with a bunch of fatties in play and just win the game.
Yeah.
My number 2 is Liliana, the one we already talked about.
Black Jace.
Which
Not
is,
racist.
She's really good. When they've got Jace and you've got Lily, sometimes you can just ult her, get rid of their Jace, and win the game from there. I've seen that happen several times. She's comparable to Jace as far as power level goes.
In a different color.
Yeah, and then we've got Jace the Mind Sculptor. Card advantage. Simply stated, like, you can Fate Seal them, remove all of their hope. You could brainstorm, find more stuff to remove more of their hope. If you Armageddon with Jason play, you feel pretty good about that.
Yeah, because you're just gonna brainstorm till you get lands.
Yeah. So since we already talked about all of those, I'm going to talk about my personal favorite, but I thought we were doing like the best 5 that we could imagine. Garrick Primal Hunter.
Yes.
He saw a lot of play when he was in Standard. He's really good.
I've
He is
used
really
this
good.
card in my Xenagos deck in EDH to draw 48 cards
Yep.
Yeah.
for 5 mana.
Seems okay.
Like, you can't beat this in any other color, especially when you're playing EDH. It's just like ramp a fatty out there, double it with Xenagos, draw every card you could ever want. They feel pretty good about it.
Yeah.
And then discard,
Plus, there's let's be fair, there's not a ton of actual playable draw cards in green or red for that
I
matter.
mean,
Red's
you've
all
got
loose.
Yeah,
Glimpse,
discard.
you've
Yeah, it's all
got Glimpse of Nature, you've got Shamanic Revelation's pretty good.
Well, you got like Soul's Majesty is 5 mana.
Harmonize?
Well, Soul's Majesty does what
Harmonize is
Garrick
okay.
does.
4 mana
Harmonize
for
is
3
actually
cards
really
in
good.
Harmonize is
green.
good.
That's a thumbs
Harmonize
up.
is a great card.
Yeah.
But like Soul's Majesty, draw cards equal to the power of target creature you control.
Can we count Skull Clamp?
No.
I mean,
Colorless,
No.
but it's still okay.
But if you're playing ramp, you can count Planar Portal.
yeah,
Yeah,
no doubt,
we
because you're
count that.
paying mana. You're paying mana and
Or
activating the
Tower
ability
of
to
Fortunes.
to put
Well,
a card in your
we
hand.
can count Planar Portal because it technically eventually generates card advantage, whereas like a Demonic Tutor is a 1-for-1.
Yeah.
What if you demonic tutor for a
Brainstorm.
dark petition, and then dark petition for a diabolic revelation? Or
What
a-
if you Demonic Consultation and exile your library?
Oh, I got it. I got the perfect curve. All right, so you Vampiric Tutor
Uh-huh.
for your Demonic Tutor. Then your Demonic Tutor into a Grim Tutor.
Oh, yeah.
Then you Grim Tutor into
Into
a Diabolic Tutor. Then you Diabolic Tutor
Into a Dark Petition?
A Dark Petition.
And then you Dark Petition
Into
into
a Beseech
Diabolic
the Queen.
Revelation.
Beseech the Queen.
Oh, you got there.
Got him.
And then you go to Diabolic Revelation.
Then you go to Diabolic Revelation.
because then you do it for like 8
Yep.
or 9.
8 or 9.
So then you just search for everything.
Perfect curve. By the
Yeah.
time you're done, you have like, I don't know, you went through half your deck.
And you found nothing.
You found your win con, which is that stupid ass enchantment we were talking about, that 4 mana enchantment that deals 5 when it comes out.
No, your win
Demonic
condition.
Pact.
Demonic Pact. Yeah.
Your win
That's your win
condition
con.
is Phyrexian Processor. It's like, I'm going to cast this Phyrexian Processor. I'm going to pay 30 life. Then I'm going to pay 4 mana to make a token. And on my next turn, I'm going to pay 4 mana to make a token. And they're 30/30s. Win
Oh.
condition activated.
Near death experience. And
Or you play that white enchantment that ends the
Yeah.
game in a draw. Or you can get to infinite mana and prosperity everyone to death. Just like, it's so unsatisfying for everybody.
that's
And-
Well, even if it was EDH and you had all those tutors, all you had to do was just play the noob combo.
yeah.
And if you're playing white, you also get Armageddon. It's,
No. That's about Armageddon, goddammit.
Spoiler
like
alert,
the-
we don't want anybody to have lands.
All right.
It's like the 5th time you talk about
Hear ye,
Armageddon.
hear
Never
ye,
met such a
hear
big
ye.
Bruce Willis fest.
I want to make an honorable mention when we're talking about Planeswalkers.
Sure.
I do love Kiora,
Yeah.
but
She's my home girl, but she's just not that powerful.
yeah, just the cards
She's
on the
actually
list
super
for
hot,
almost
too.
everywhere.
I've
know what?
seen enough
Surprisingly,
hentai to know where this is going.
She has
Yes.
fewer
We had
skills
this
than
talk.
Sarkhan.
Really? No, I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
well,
her armor is
I
made
feel-
of skills and stuff.
Yeah,
but-
yeah. I feel like she's got more like dolphin skin.
I'm okay with
So
that.
she'd be smooth.
I
Yeah.
just feel like,
And-
unfortunately, Kiora is like the Aquaman of Planeswalkers. It's like, come on, guys, we can use whales.
She did try and use an octopus, and the octopus got fucked. So.
Tore
I
in
mean,
half.
she stole Thassa's trident and thought, I know what can help us beat Eldrazi.
Water
Whales. Whales.
She's fine.
She likes tentacles.
I mean,
Hey.
she stored ramps, but the problem is she's in a whole nother ball game when it comes to being a planeswalker. She was a creature. Like, yours father is arguably pretty good.
Yeah, I
Like,
can do I can play that.
untap target permanent. I think it's land, actually. No,
Target
it's
permanent.
Untap
Yeah.
target permanent. Good card.
It's Fate Stitcher.
Yeah, it's Fate Stitcher. Yeah, it's a good card.
It's a good
but, yeah, like, her as a planeswalker?
I liked Crashing
The
Wave
second one,
more than
yeah.
I did Master of the Depths.
That's the second. Yeah, the second one
Yeah.
lets you untap a land, untap a creature,
Yeah.
which is great.
Although, if you
But-
ult either of the Kioras, you're feeling pretty good about yourself.
Oh yeah,
You'll
But I've
never
lost-
do it.
I've lost games. I know I've ulted Kiora, and I've lost that game.
I have one through it
Because,
Killer Ultimate.
honestly-
playing Esper controls.
Honestly, them fucking octopuses and krakens need to fly. Because I got...
or,
I mean,
or something. They
with the
need
current
really-
standard, that's the
Block
only way
with
I'll
my
do it.
Elvish Mystic.
Yeah, pretty
blow out.
much.
or
Like, they need-
menace or trample or they need to
Anything.
be. They have
Island Walk.
There you go.
At
Island Walk
least
would be
Island Walk.
perfect. Island Walk would be flavorful.
And it would be in flavor, yeah.
Storm Titan
Are there any
Leviathan.
landwalk creatures?
And they
in
can
standard?
attack through
No.
wood.
Not
Yeah.
a single one.
Yeah, there's no landwalk
You would think
right now.
you would think in a set where there's lots of like land-based effects,
Yeah.
there
There
would be land walk.
No, I thought they were talking. I thought
No,
Blizzard was
they're
talking
not
about
going to do
moving-
land walk anymore.
Not in a 5-color set. That'd be broken.
That's fair.
Okay.
That is fair.
So
We're in
I
five
have a
colors
question.
right
If
now.
we're going to reprint a card in a standard, what is the worst card we could reprint?
Necropotence?
No. Disagree.
Armageddon.
You shut your mouth.
He's not wrong though.
No, I want to.
let's
I
say
want to play it
Counterspell.
in modern.
Counterspell.
I think Counterspell would be completely fine.
No, I don't. I think it'd
Okay.
be a 4 of in almost every goddamn deck.
Yeah.
Memory Jar.
No. I
Let's
disagree.
talk about Memory Jar.
No,
for
no,
a
no.
second.
and how Memory Jar Necropotence was a deck that got insta banned.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
deck was in standard for 3 weeks because of Memory Jar.
Yep.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it's no. I'm
It's the
not
only
saying
card to get like emergency ban.
Memory Jar is fun.
No, it's not.
But the simple fact that it just benefits you and doesn't benefit your full opponent, it'll never get reprinted. It'll never see the light of day. Any effect. Like it will
Wizards is
never.
not stupid. We've had this
Yes,
talk.
it will never.
They're
yeah,
not
it will
going
never.
to
happen.
like infect. You'll never see infect again because that's just plain stupid.
Yeah.
Or
And thank
Storm.
God we'll never see Storm
Cascade.
again.
Yeah.
Okay. We can change the subject now.
Yes. All right. Let's go crack a pack.
What were we cracking?
We are cracking Oath of the Gatewatch.
Ooh.
Hey, it's got
so
Nyssa
here's,
on it.
here's
Shut
the
your
deal.
mouth.
I actually bought these packs tonight. I set up most of the notes and stuff for this week, and I thought it'd be a good time for Donovan to show his skills in limited. And the first idea originally was to have him try and walk us through a draft. And then I thought, well, that would be kind of hard because there's nobody else that's going to be playing, so we can't
Yeah.
really. So I thought we could go through before the pre-release for Shadows of Innistrad and just take a look at a sealed pool and see how we would value different creatures, artifacts, enchantments, non-basic lands.
Yeah.
Do you take the foil goif like Pascal Maynard did? We'll just wonder these kind of things.
All right. Well, let's try this out. Let's give one here. To let's crack this up real quick and see what the draft pools look like. Let's say we're drafting some Oath.
Just
Do you just draft Oath?
Huh? No. You get 2 Oaths and 1
BFZ.
Battle for Zendikar.
Oh,
Okay.
messed
Yeah.
up.
All right. So
This
Sealed
this is
pool.
the first expansion set where you draft 2 of the expansion and 1 of the.
oh, makes sense.
the
Okay.
roots,
Yeah, makes sense.
The root set.
Yeah,
and
the
then
root
one
set.
of the
All right, so-
expansion.
First off, we got Consuming Sinkhole, but it's actually really good and limited. 4 mana, choose 1, exile target land, creature, or deals 4 damage to target player.
Yeah.
That's,
and it's
that's not
devoid.
bad and limited. Undo War Cleric, it's a 2/2 for 2.
That is great and limited.
Yeah. Cultivator Joan, good and limited.
Yeah.
Honestly, a lot of these cards are really good and limited.
You're welcome. I actually
Uh,
hand stacked that back, by
Like
the way.
3
It's all good for
mana.
limited.
Like I'm probably not going to like post all these pictures up. I'm just because a lot of them aren't even worth looking up the pictures for
No.
the video. I will mention this one, Pulse of Marasa. That card is good.
At the pre-release, I pulled 6 of them.
They're
And
so-
I was having a really good day. Like, this guy
Yeah.
was like, he was kept attacking me and just kept pulsing Marasa and then playing a creature. He's like, how many of those do you have? I cast all 6 of them.
Oh man,
I was like,
draft
up
5
so
lines
many
of
lines.
Ashwood and win.
Yep.
I was feeling pretty good.
There, you
He's
know,
so
Pulse
salty.
of Marasa is not on the same level as Vines, but
No.
it's
No.
it's all right. So Holdout Settlement,
Yes.
not that great and limited,
No.
but it's
No.
fine. Blinding Drone, Kozilek's Pathfinder,
No.
Path Warden.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
actually really good and
Yeah,
limited.
she's really good.
It's
yeah.
a 5 mana Vigilance Trample 5/4.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
That's a bad
Grasp
that's
of
a-
Darkness, great and limited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 black, target creature gets neck 4, neck 4. It's removal.
Yeah.
Great card. Nyssa Judgment, support 2. So.
No.
It's
No, oh, it's support 2 and fights a creature?
yeah.
Or
Choose up
just
to one
deals
target
power.
creature. Each creature you control with a +1/+1
Yeah,
counter
it's not
on
a
it deals
fight.
damage. It's
It's-
not a fight. Just
It's not a
deals
fight,
damage.
just deals damage.
It's fine.
Nice.
I mean, it's
so
alright.
it's,
Right.
it's a really good.
But the problem with the
removal spell
support
for
system,
green.
I don't think support really took off like ever.
Support's stupid, fucking broke and
It's
limited
it's,
right now.
it's
Yeah,
good.
it
and
is.
it's great and limited, but
Yeah.
everywhere else it's.
Yeah, no, it's terrible.
Well,
It
it's
won't
just
see
like-
play in constructed.
It's
No.
just like any other deck that uses +1/+1 counters primarily. It's pretty good and limited because they don't really necessarily have the 4 of removal spell that they need to really deal with it very well.
Right.
But then you get to where like you've invested all of this time and cards and mana into making this card like a 10/10, and then they just like 1 mana kill it.
Alright, so the rare that we got out of this pack was Drawn as Chosen. 4 mana, 1 black. Cohort, tap and untap ally you control, put a 2/2 black zombie onto the battlefield tapped for a 2/2. It's not that great.
Yeah.
Are you sure you stacked this pack? 'Cause-
Yeah, that was very uneventful. Like, it was looking so good for like the first 4 cards, and then it was kind of petered off there.
No,
Yeah, I
I
mean-
actually stacked. I think it was
You
that
stacked
one.
this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
No,
But
it's
now
a
Dragon's
different-
Chosen is not bad, but it kind of forces you to go into allies,
Yeah.
which
which
are,
is really good.
It
which
is
is not
good.
it's not bad, but it kind of forces you to play 5 colors.
Well, it's
Support and cohort are 2 of the best things you can do in this draft
Yeah,
format.
it's
Yeah,
also,
so-
it's also kind of like.
But honestly,
Are
if
we
if
sealed
you
or
didn't
drafting?
want to go into allies, which is reasonable,
Since there's just
the first
3
card
decks
I'd
and one
pick up
person,
would
it'd
be
a
Grasp.
sealed pool. So.
Yeah, Grasp of Darkness.
Yeah.
honestly, if this was my first pack coming around to me, I'd skip Drawn as Chosen and go straight into Grasp.
That's probably what I would do too.
That's fine.
But like, if we're doing sealed, I feel much better doing like allies.
Or Cultivator Drone.
Because like
also a
sometimes
good
when you're
choice.
doing draft, it just doesn't come up, and you might have just
No.
wasted a pick.
No, I'd still go draft. I'd still go Grasp.
Or-
Yeah, this pack, I'd straight up just snap up that Grasp of Darkness.
Yeah, second pick, probably get that Tajuru Path Warden,
Mhm.
only because the 5/4 trample's real good.
Oh yeah.
And you know no one else is picking her up because they're bad.
Nissa's Judgment is actually really good. So this is a draft format where you get a stalled board. Each player will have like 6 creatures. If you get to support 2 and then just deal your damage to it. So like, let's say they have a bunch of 4 power or 4 toughness creatures on the board, and you support your 1/1s, and you can like take out their. You can take out or deal damage to their 4 toughness guys, so they only have 2 toughness left. So you can attack with your 1/1s
Best
who are
card
now
in the pack.
2/2s.
That are now 2/2s.
Yeah,
Yep.
and wipe out their 4/4s.
Yeah, it's fine because they have to block or they die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you basically just board wipe at that point.
Yeah, so green normally gets a lot of fight cards. It's really rare that you get something where it just deals damage equal to its power. So it's good. That and support lets you get to choose where the 1/1 counters go. So you could put that 1/1 counter onto the Tajuru Path Warden and just deal 6 damage to target creature.
Right.
Yeah, it's
To
because like
2 target creatures, I think.
this limited format's really like mid-rangey.
Yeah.
A lot of the times I've done it, and mid-range decks, like we mentioned when we were talking about the Eldrazi deck, they can kind of stall out at a certain point. It becomes who has the bigger creature, and that
Where's the
card
bigger
just,
Eldrazi dick?
yeah. Well, at that point, it becomes I play this card. My creatures get bigger. Your creatures get damaged. Now I can swing and actually break through the line.
Yeah.
It's
not
very,
bad.
it can be one-sided. You can also get positive trades, like if you have a couple dorks left over or whatever you have, and they've got a couple damage, you might be able to get positive trades out of that.
Now, also, I mean, Grasp of Darkness is really good because it's a 2-drop. This is also a set where if you only draft the big fatties, you're gonna die. You're gonna
Yeah.
die to the 2-drops, the 3-drops, the 4-drops. It's not as fast as the Magic Origins draft. That was stupid.
And
You
if you
just-
are gonna draft the fatties, draft the removal to back it up. To
Yeah.
stall out till you get
But,
till you get the mana for the fatties.
Your removal is a 4 mana consuming sinkhole or a
Yeah.
5 mana that green spell.
It's
So,
what everyone else didn't want.
Yeah.
Eldrazi asshole. That's
Yep.
that's what this is.
Yeah, consuming butthole.
There you go.
It's also like you can actually curve out pretty well in Gatewatch. I feel like you can get a pretty good curve going.
Honestly, I was doing perfectly fine with like blue-black control in the pre-release.
Yeah.
I was doing perfectly fine.
I find
It was
like,
basically just fatties. Like it was control right up to the fatties.
When I'm doing sealed, I have like 3 criteria that I try to do on removal, evasion, and bombs.
Yep.
So cards that are very, very good on their own.
Yep.
Cards that evade your opponent and can get through for some ping damage before you get to your bombs, and then removal spells to do with their bombs.
Yep.
Yep.
So we haven't talked about what happens if you don't get any of those.
Well,
Take your pack and walk away.
here's what you do: you take your thumb and you put it up your butt and you sit on it.
Well,
Sounds like an excellent exit strategy.
Well, it's at that point you decide how much you like playing Magic. Because if you just sort of kind of like it, just walk away. Because you will not be having fun.
Every pack's going to have at least one card that's of some decent value. Either it's an aggressively costed creature, it's a spell that affects the board state.
No, whenever I first started playing Limited, I drafted all removal.
that seems
No
fine.
win cons. I forgot to draft win cons by the end.
Oops, we forgot.
You didn't even get like last pass like one creature.
Although
No.
I have a cube build, and I think it ended up pretty good for a draft format while we were playing it, because the removal ended up being pretty good. But it was like it's a singleton cube that's supposed to play a little bit more like Commander. It was a little bit slow, but we had a good time with it.
Well, let's crack another pack real quick.
Woo.
Let's see how good this
So many
the
packs.
second pack that comes around on us.
It should
we
be
draft. We
Smoke some crap.
Yeah, let's smoke some crack.
It should be at least as good as Consuming Butthole.
Doubt that. Ooh, already right off the bat, these first picks, man. Kozlek, this guy's a house in Limited. No, he's great.
2/5 body, yeah.
Because you attack that he gets +2/-2. If that can activate twice, he goes down to 1, but hits you for
6.
6.
5/1.
He comes to 6/1.
6.
You attack, no blocks.
2,
All right.
4, 6.
Oh,
I'm gonna
okay.
pay 2
Yeah.
mana, turn him into a 6/1.
Turn him into a ball lightning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But you have to have
But then he goes back to being a 2/5.
colorless mana in limited.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Easy.
Man.
Hold out a
What
settlement,
is it?
baby.
I bet I have one right
Waste
here. I bet I have one in here. I do. Unknown Shores. There it is.
Ha!
Found it.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Value.
I'm just saying they're fucking everywhere.
Someone else is gonna pick out the land.
All right, so Dazzling Reflection.
Yep.
Gain life equal to target creature's power. Next time that creature would deal damage,
It
prevent it.
doesn't.
So
Yeah.
it's fog with life gain.
Turn that into that 6/1. I'm gonna gain 6 life for
Pretty
only
much.
2 mana.
But the problem is that creature's still there and he's going to hit you next turn. So, Mara Entangler, he's
Nothing's
terrible.
perfect.
But it's actually okay in Limited. If it was flying, it'd be better.
What's it do?
Prowess.
2/1
2/1
prowess.
prowess.
Curse of the Magic
It's
player. It can always be better.
Kozilek Shrieker? Nah.
I mean, I don't think Necropotence can
Nah.
theoretically.
Well,
ban
it does
that.
have Menace.
Well, how about if
Yeah.
you drew cards instantly instead of your next upkeep? Or instep, right?
Alright, lead by example.
Something
This
like
card's
that.
dumb good.
Support 2 for 2.
Yeah.
So spread out that grizzly bear.
Hell yeah, dude. Get that shit out there.
It's better than Supply Cranes.
Untamed Hunger? No.
Ooh.
Cinder Hillian? No.
It's got menace.
Bold,
Oh,
what is it?
this one?
Bolster
Yeah,
of
it gets
one.
menace.
What is
No,
it?
this doesn't
That's
have
like a
Menace.
6
Oh, that's
mana
trample,
2/2.
though.
That's trample.
Whatever you
4/4.
play.
And when
You
it
can
enters the
put one more
battlefield,
count.
shock. Good.
Gravity Negator. Good. When it attacks, pay colors. If you do another creature gains flying. Pretty good. Evasion. Has evasion.
It gives out evasion.
Yeah. Warden Geometries. I actually drafted him a lot.
Yeah, no, Warren Geometries is good. It's a 2/3
Vigilance,
for
tap
4.
1.
Yeah.
And he's a 2/3. He's a nothing to scoff at.
So
Plus-
it can attack and then tap for mana your second.
Yeah,
second
what
mana.
I did was I actually drafted a lot of like him and the Sea Reef, Oran Reef, or whatever it is.
Yeah, Ruins
I
of
put
Oran
a
Reef.
counter on him, so
Yeah.
he
Oh,
becomes a 3/4 that has
Yeah.
vigilance. So it's just like every turn, like ping you. Okay,
Yep.
cool. Seed Guardian.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, when he dies, put XX screen element on the field where X is the number of creature cards in your graveyard. Seems fine.
Yep.
Seems even better if you're running like, what's that enchantment? The new survival.
More importantly, it's a 3/4 reach for 4.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. Evolution.
Evolutionary Leap.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good one.
So like you attack with him, and then Evolutionary Leap at the end of their turn, find another creature, get an XX Elemental.
Seems okay.
Yeah, seems fine. Storm Chaser Mage.
Hey, that's a good one.
That's a good one. Flying Haste Prowess, aka Broken.
And it's
For
a
2
one,
mana.
and it's a 1/3.
Yep.
Hey, Malkir's Familiar had Death Touch.
Yeah.
Tears of Valakut.
Tears of Valakut can't be countered. Deals 5 damage to target creature with flying.
For 2 mana.
Sure, good sideboard card, I guess.
It's Roast the Air.
It's Roast the Air.
Yeah.
Which literally no one plays this.
No one. Because no one.
Because Plummet is still a card.
Well, that.
And there's going to be one
Rending
around
Volley.
Shadow.
Yeah.
Clip wings.
Yep.
Yeah.
Snip, snip.
Snip.
Well, so your rares, Call the Gatewatch.
Yeah! Who you gonna call?
Call the Gatewatch, apparently.
Ghostbusters, probably.
See,
Eldrazi
that is
bastards.
When
one of-
honestly, all you needed to do was call Chandra, because apparently she just like, you're
Well,
all dead now.
to be fair, you need Nyssa and Chandra, because Nyssa collects all the mana in like her sweet bag and then hands it to Chandra, and Chandra just blasts it all over him and just burns him.
Meanwhile, Jace stands in his hoodie, flicks the hair out of his face.
His new leather jacket.
And his new leather
Alright.
jacket.
And Gideon's over there
So
just
from-
fucking pumping iron.
From this pack, first pick.
I'd definitely pick up, I'd pick up Warden. Honestly, I'd probably go straight into Warden, but if I was forced into anything, I'd probably pick up the Storm Chaser. But I'm really leaning towards the Maw. This is actually a hard
Storm
pack.
Chaser seems over.
It's a hard
Ma-
pack.
Maw's 4 mana. If I'm going to spend 4 mana, I want the Sea Guardian.
Yeah.
Really? You go to
Agreed.
Seed Guardian?
Well, because it's 3/4 reach and it replaces itself.
Yeah.
It's value.
But it can replace it could replace itself for something bad, though. Like, it could be like
It
a
replaces
1/1 or
itself
two.
with an
replaces
elemental.
itself.
I mean, that's fair. Yeah, I'd probably, but that kind of forces you into green. And as a green player, that's saying a lot. But green and limited is kind of shit.
Green in Oath is good. Like,
Okay.
Like,
I'll give you that.
like they overpowered Green in
Yeah,
Oath
they did.
to make up for how bad it is.
Oh,
being
look
Sea.
at that. They're begging you, too.
Yeah, look.
They're begging it,
Did
too.
you get the token?
You
Yep.
got the Seed
Oh,
Guardian
yes.
Elemental
That's
token.
that's
Oh,
either
yes.
an acorn or another butthole.
Amazing.
Why not both?
Oath of the Butthole Watch.
All right.
Both of the bottle.
Pack,
You know
pick
what this
2 out of
really
this
looks
pack.
like? Have you guys watched the show Avatar: The Last Airbender?
Yeah.
This kind of looks like the little swamp monster.
See,
Pick 2. I pick
Either-
Warden and Seed.
either
That's
Sea
easy.
Guardian or actually, I'd probably get Umara Entangler. I don't
The prowess
normally.
card?
Yeah, because it's a 2/1 prowess.
So, but there you go again, drafting Simic. What is wrong with you?
Because
Because Simic is so good in this format.
because one, she gets prowess, so and she goes off with lead by example. So you would support her, and she gets a prowess trigger, and it's a 2-drop, and you need to curve. You need to curve.
Sure.
I know absolutely nothing about this limited format, so I'm just gonna.
This
No, that's
this is
fine.
one of the slowest limited formats I've ever
Yeah.
played. Like the board just gets really big, and then it turns into. Let's see who gets the land packet out of their deck.
It's like
And, like-
slogging through creature battles.
Yeah, or it's whoever first picked the flyers. That's why
Right.
Sea
Although-
Guardian is so good.
Although signs of somebody who hasn't played very much limited when they just played 1 mana 1/1 flyer, and you're just like, I don't know if I would have wasted a draft pick on that at any point. Just like 1 mana, unless you're gonna back it up with like 2 more 1 mana 1/1 flyers.
give it this. Just start enchanting the hell out of it.
By the way, you guys have apparently never drafted with me because that's how I win.
Maybe you're just really bad at drafting. You don't know.
Yeah, that's why I went. What was it? 3-0.
Okay, there wasn't very many removal in those packs.
Okay, and you drafted how many Vines of Fast Blood?
That was my first time,
I drafted almost a complete set of Affinity, by the way.
and
that was pretty sweet.
And I destroyed him.
Yeah, because I
With-
had a
with
flash
1 mana
freeze in
1/1
hand.
flyers.
No, I had a flash freeze
No, it
in
was
hand.
3
He was
mana,
playing
1/1
green
flyer.
white.
But they had double strike.
Yeah, double strike.
Okay,
With
that's
vines.
different. That's different.
No, that's the same, man.
No,
Don't worry about it.
1
I'm
mana,
good.
1/1
I'm good at
flyer
draft, boys and girls.
Becomes irrelevant so
I picked the
quickly.
double strike with evasion.
What it came down
I'm good
to
at draft.
was he played all white spells when I was holding flash freeze in hand, and I thought casted twice and just hit like chaff. I didn't hit anything good. It was bad.
Yep.
Typical.
It was real bad. So
And also,
it wasn't only he
also
just
I had
playing
answers
stuff.
to your answers. So.
Yeah.
You know what? It's like Augur
Anyway.
Bolas. Has anyone ever hit anything good with that?
No.
Ooh, what's in pack 3?
Is it good?
Oh, yes. Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
We got some orange. Yeah,
Wait, what?
got some orange.
I can't see orange, so it doesn't.
Oh, okay. Anyway,
Doesn't matter to me.
Candy Aeronite, another Umara Entangler, another Consuming Butthole, Another
Seems good.
unnatural endurance. Wait, no, that's not another.
Yeah.
Actually, that card's really good.
Yeah. So 1 black mana, target creature gets +2 power until end of turn and regenerate it.
Yep.
So, I get to kill your creature and mine survives.
That's awesome. It's not quite
It's-
Necrobite, but I like it.
No, it's that card is a house in limited. It
Yeah.
really is.
Oh yeah.
Because it just kill whatever you want and
Yep.
it generates.
And it's 1 mana.
Yep.
And it's
Can't go
one
wrong.
And it's a defense.
And even
spell.
even if it doesn't get blocked, you're just like
+2 power.
+2. I'm gonna deal some damage to you. Sure.
Eugenic growth.
Another Pulse of Marasa.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Another, let's say, well, this is Zada's Commando. Honestly, he's kind of weak. First strike cohort does 1 damage.
Now, in a stalled out board, though,
Oh, yeah,
that's
he's
freaking awesome.
fine.
So it's a 2-drop.
I'd still rather have the ally. In a stalled out board condition, I'd still rather have the black-white ally that just deals damage every turn.
Or the
Draina's Emissary.
War
Yeah.
Cleric that just
Seems
gains
I feel
2
like-
life.
Oh, and by the way, remember what we were saying about no colorless sources?
Okay.
Every
There's-
pack
out
had
of
color
color
sources.
Out of 3 packs, this is the first waste.
Out of 3
Hold out
packs, how many-
settlements
Hold out
and
settlement.
unknown shores.
Unknown
Okay,
shores.
but
Wastes.
there's only like 2 creatures that would utilize it.
The point
3.
still stands.
Yeah, 3. Thank you.
Yeah,
very much,
but
sir.
you whatever. We'll get to it.
All right, Dwar Island Avenger.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
See a Sphinx?
Yeah,
5 mana.
it surges for 3.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 4/4
Ugh,
or
Surge
3/3
is
for 3.
Surge is so bad.
Surge is bad.
Surge is bad. War no geometries.
I think what it is
So
like.
good. Another Seed Guardian. This pack is fucking difficult.
Was Surge supposed to coincide with Jorian?
No, it's not.
Was that-
I don't
This
know.
pack
It
has
just
got curve.
it just
No,
feel-
but you don't. It's not like you pick up the pack and walk away with it.
I know, but
You have to pick something.
Yeah.
No.
This is a hard pack to pick from.
I feel like I'd pick the green creature that replaces itself to go with the other green creature I have that replaces itself.
Yep.
I
All right,
mean,
let's get there.
Oh, that's okay. I mean, that seems
this
all
is
right.
also a great card. Walker of the Wastes.
Yeah.
Also good in limited.
No, it's not.
Yes,
it's
he
not.
is.
No,
Right,
it's
it's
like
not
maybe
that.
if you're playing like an 8-man pod and someone passes you all the wastes.
Once
That
again,
would
I
be
think
my
we've
luck.
proved.
It's a
I think
four-
we've proven that
No.
colorless man is very easy to get in limited.
Donovan, you're
I'm gonna
drafting
back
with a
him
different
up.
league.
I wouldn't draft that.
I would not draft a. Yeah, you have to have a waste
Honestly,
to cast it.
honestly, it's a 4/4 who's
For-
going for 5.
For-
But
yeah.
if you have 1 waste, he immediately becomes a 5/5 trample.
Yeah, but
He's fine.
okay. Let's look at the
He's
rest
fine.
of this pack. Seed Guardian just better.
No,
Every day of the week.
here's an alright one.
Draft all
Alright,
the Seed
what's another
Guardians.
Void Grafter.
If I had the chance, to,
Flash. When it
Yeah.
comes in, target creature gains hexproof till turn.
Yeah,
Seems
it's
good.
it's a 2/4 with flash for
if I was
3
playing
mana.
like a
It's
Simic
okay.
deck, I might have it in play. Like I don't know. It would depend on the rest of the cards I had.
Ooh, here's your foil. Embodiment of Insight.
Oh, it's such a good card.
Mm-hmm.
It's alright.
Land creatures you control have vigilance,
That
landfall.
card is
Yeah.
the shiznit.
He's
Yeah.
fine. I don't know what good he does in limited. If he does, is this the set with Wall of Resurgence?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, he's fine. He's fine. And then finally, you got Kozilek as your mythic.
All Star.
The Great Distortion.
Got
Yep.
there.
I don't know if you'll ever find 2 wastes though.
We just found 3, sir.
We did find 3
How
color
would you have to
sources.
get them in play and then get to 10 mana?
Also, this is the 3rd pack, and someone
Once
else would
again-
have drafted it, dropped
Yeah.
out,
You don't know that.
and
it's not a
traded
foil going.
and traded in Cozy for for the credit. Like,
But anyway, like I said, when I was doing the pre-release, it was all sealed. To be fair, but even if it was draft, I would have still had a Devoid deck. I ended up with a blue-black Devoid deck. It was
Yeah.
all colorless.
I feel like you can do colorless much easier in sealed than in draft.
Yeah.
Because we have 3 packs here with waste mana, but if he's like, I need something with waste, then I'm gonna take a waste. And then by the time it gets to you, you might not have any. So it's
Yeah.
like really risky to take something that needs wastes to be good.
Yeah.
Because what if you don't get them? You're just hosed.
Well, then you don't draft waste,
that,
or
I
then
mean,
you don't draft colors because
Well,
you're gonna draft
exactly.
other stuff.
There's just so much of a risk to drafting waste.
yeah, you don't want 3 colors in your draft deck.
No.
No,
Mm-hmm.
and
It's whatever. All right, so I know we were supposed to get to some spoilers today, but I don't think we have time.
Do we have time to talk about the good ones?
just the best one.
New Soren.
Yes.
And Epiphany at the
I
Drown Yard.
feel like we could do a continuance.
Okay. Next week we talk about spoilers.
I really feel like we should just do a continuous.
Just-
next week, what happens next week?
Eagles.
Friday midnight is the pre-release, correct?
Yeah.
No, is that next week?
No.
It's the week after that.
Week
yeah.
after.
Week after. So next week we'll talk about all the pre-release, all the spoilers.
The whole set will
Because-
be released by then.
That's
What?
fine. We'll
Next
have plenty
week?
to talk about.
And
Yeah.
and the
Then we can finally talk about the best mythics in the set, green mythics.
The green mythics.
All
the
right,
ones
those
that
are
haven't
going to be the
spoiled
best.
yet.
They haven't come out yet.
and there's an SCG Legacy open this weekend that would not be bad to talk about.
Nah,
Yeah.
that's true. Yeah, well, I like to. See
I
how
will be
Miracles
watching
is
it all
doing.
on Twitch this weekend.
I like to see how Miracles is doing. I want to see if Eldrazi
It's
actually
this
makes an
weekend?
impact.
Yeah, it's this weekend,
Okay. I'll be,
and it's doing about 11%.
actually, it's sitting at 14.5.
14 and a
So
half.
it's going up.
Oh yes.
Oh
it
yeah,
is.
it's the best.
Because
deck in the
Colorless
format.
Eldrazi is sort of like its foil, because Colorless Eldrazi is faster. So you
That's true.
do what you would
And
do
there's
in
no problem
modern.
with mana fixing.
Yeah.
Well, no, because when you're playing
Soul
Colorless
lands.
Eldrazi and Legacy, you get soul lands.
Yeah, that's.
And they play literally the same crap as the modern, except you get City of Traders, Ancient Tomb,
Oh yeah,
Chalice of the Void is way better.
and then you get to slide all the good mud cards like Trinisphere.
Yeah.
I love that
yeah.
card. That's
3
actually.
sphere.
By the way, doesn't that see play in my Psychogenic Death?
Yeah.
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 Because you
It's-
sack it to card
it's
clan.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Um,
Anyway,
We're
One more thing?
retransmuting artifacts.
Yes, we do have
Two more things.
Two more things?
Yeah.
Okay, you first.
All right, want to talk about the Patreon. If any of the cards that you heard in our Cracker Pack got you hot and excited, like Chandra's hair, if you look us up on Patreon, Magic the Blabbering, and support us, we will send you the best card out of the pack.
You're not getting my Kozilek.
Yeah. So if you
I'll send you one of mine. Don't worry.
yeah. So but if you support us now,
It was part of the packs we pulled. This was the deal. So the fans are gonna get a Kozilek.
Yeah, you have more than enough to hand out. It's fine. This is my first mythic from the set.
That's fine. That's
So-
fine. But like I said,
No.
that is part of the deal. I'm gonna send out
Yeah.
a Kozilek. That is if you guys
yeah.
if you guys donate to Patreon, I'll send you a Kozilek.
So, in addition to supporting our Cracker Packs and talking about if you enjoyed what our draft picks would be and if that helps you with your drafts, support us. Also, want to talk about if you donate smaller amounts, you get to pick what we talk about. So, last couple of weeks, it's been all about Shadows of Innistrad and our top fives. If you want to hear what our next top five would be, just send us a book or two. Andrew, what do you want to talk about?
So we have a Facebook group, Magic the Blabbering, obviously.
Boom.
It's good stuff. Also, be checking out the WordPress. I'm going to have another article dropping very soon. I'm probably going to go home tonight and finish it. I'm like this close.
Drop some bombs.
I'm still working on getting everything sorted on the WordPress. It is very finicky on a phone, but
Yeah.
it will be fixed and streamlined.
Do you not have a laptop?
No,
What are you doing after this?
going home.
Okay, well I have a laptop.
I have a long drive, unfortunately.
Oh.
But
I've heard-
anyway,
Okay.
so we're gonna go ahead and just wrap it up. But remember, like us on YouTube, hit that like button, subscribe button, like us on Patreon, or send us money on Patreon. Give me money. I like money.
Twitter at MTG
Twitter.
Blabbering.
Twitter at MTG Blabbering.
also, at
Facebook
least-
group. Yeah, just search for Magic the Blabbering. You'll find us.
Yep.
YouTube, WordPress, Blogger,
Yeah,
Twitter, MTG Cast,
we're pretty much you name it. We're there.
Facebook.
I think actually I found a new.
Do we have a
I found,
Snapchat?
no
Snapchat?
Snapchat.
No Instagram either.
No Instagram.
I actually have a Snapchat. You guys can send me Snapchat.
We're fucking spread too thin here as it is. God damn it! I don't need a goddamn Snapchat on top of it.
Yeah, you can
Anyway.
also find him on Tinder.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I'm
I
on
will,
Tinder.
I will
Ladies.
troll. I will send you dirty messages.
And I'm
whatever you
on
want.
Match.com as well, so nowhere is safe.
All
Oh
right.
wait, are you on Farmers Only? Because that's the only way I get down.
All right, Blabberians,
All right.
wrap it before you tap it.
And yeah, that's good advice actually.
I think we'll just drop the mic right there.
And sex.